Wait, I gotta get this set up right though. Hello?
Hello.
I'm a hello?
Hello?
What is that noise?
A child.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an animal.
Sounds like a critter. Some of my employees don't do well. Like, they like kids and they adore mine, but they don't do well with like feral children that are in the coffee shop whose parents just don't take care of them. Like, they won't watch them. And then I walked before I came up here, I was grabbing my Coke, and there was just a toddler chucking the checker pieces across the coffee shop. And you could just see two of them just staring, like terrified, staring at this child. Like, I have to go pick that up now.
You hope the parent would. I mean, when my kids would do stuff like that, I would let them. I would be the parent
But
that'd
then
be
I'd
like,
go clean it up.
But then, right, clean up
Yeah.
after them. I wouldn't expect the staff to clean up after them.
Yeah, they're not being like super destructive. They weren't chucking it at people, but
Okay.
okay.
Hey, this is the Witch's Magic Murder Mystery Podcast.
I'm Kara.
I'm Megan.
Hey guys, got a little short story for you.
Okay.
I got the DC's mysterious hotel epidemic.
I don't know. I don't even, after listening to that title, have any idea what you're about to say.
I didn't know either, and I was
Like an
looking into it,
epidemic
and I
of
was
hotels?
like, "Oh,
What does
no,
this mean?
yeah, whoa."
Okay.
Okay, it's bizarre, historical mystery, and it's unexplained illnesses, conspiracy theories, and political drama. So I was like, perfect.
Yeah. I'll
Doing
take
it. So this happened in 1857.
Nice.
Hop, skip, and a jump to the yesteryears.
Yesteryears. I had someone drop that on me casually in conversation yesterday. Yesteryear. And I was like, what are you doing?
What?
Are we, what year are we in right now?
That's so funny. You know, I always call my drinks like beverage.
Uh-huh.
Olive has started calling things beverage now, and I love it. Tyler's dad says, "Oh, mercy," like an old person all the time. Olive now says that in
mercy?
almost every sentence. Oh, mercy. And I'm like, oh, gosh.
That's so cute.
Oh, my gosh. Oh,
The
mercy.
word I use, like that I feel like is an old fashioned word because of my dad, is reckon.
Oh,
My
yeah.
dad says reckon all the time. Like,
Yeah.
well, I reckon.
I
And
reckon.
So I'll do that too. And I get
Yes.
called on it a lot. They're like,
Yeah.
what did you just say?
What are you talking? What hilltop are you from?
Well, I reckon.
Let me tell you about this holler. Okay. It's Washington, D.C. in the 1850s. It's kind of gross. We've talked about this before in the Philip Barton Key. It just wasn't the cleanest
Yeah.
place.
You know, hygiene and plumbing.
Water
and all the
treatment,
things were
yeah,
different
yeah.
in the 1850s.
But there's this fancy hotel near the Capitol called National Hotel. And it is the place to stay. If you're a politician, diplomat, anyone trying to like look cool and fancy, like you've got money, you're going to go stay there.
Nice.
It's big, it's luxurious for the time. And it's just crawling with government officials and like lawmakers and stuff. Like it was the happening place. It's the place to be. So in the early 1850s, like 1857, President James Buchanan's inauguration, it's booked out. The place is full for it. And people are celebrating. It's chaos. The hotel's just insanely busy. Around this time, people staying at the National Hotel start getting violently ill.
Oh.
Like so sick. Fever, stomach cramps, diarrhea, vomiting. They need some Pepto-Bismol.
Stomach indigestion. Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to do the movements from the commercials.
Diarrhea.
Okay.
I'm really glad we just did that.
People are probably like, what is this podcast?
Especially if they're not from the United States. And they're
Oh
like,
my
what are
gosh,
you doing?
yeah, what are
That's
y'all
a
doing?
commercial jingle for
Yes.
upset stomach medicine.
Yeah, isn't it Pepto?
Pepto-Bismol.
Yes, yeah. The pink meds. It's never helped me. I've never.
No,
that does nothing for me but taste gross.
no, it makes things worse. It
Yeah.
makes everything worse.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Okay.
Pepto-Bismol's like, excuse me?
Excuse me, you're now doing an ad for us because we're going to make you know.
That's our opinion
It's not.
based on personal
Yeah,
experience.
based on personal experience.
Okay.
Okay, 400 people get sick.
Wow.
400. 36 people die that we know of. For one hotel stay.
Wow.
So it hits national headlines because they're like, oh, people are dying
Yeah, of course.
in this hotel. So some people get better and then get sick again. And then they come back to the hotel. It wasn't a one-time food poisoning thing. This feels persistent. Like maybe it's in the building or something, or maybe it's like something they're doing wrong with like food handling or something, or just like cleanliness in the rooms. I don't know. Because like we said, it's a dirty time in the area.
Yeah, of course.
So newspapers describe it as people had violent vomiting, desperate retching, intestinal inflammation, and mortification of the bowels.
Mortification.
I'm going to, anytime I text you that my stomach is angry, that is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be like, my bowels are
mortified. Mortified.
And we're all going to know what that means.
I put in here, yes, mortification of the bowels.
That's amazing. I'm suffering from mortification of the bowels.
Oh my gosh. So one account says people would get better, but then drop dead days or weeks later.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
So scary. Some folks had ongoing symptoms for months, and not just like the stomach bug. You know how like sometimes you'll get the stomach bug and it's gone in like a day or two, and sometimes you'll get it and you've got it for like a week. You feel absolutely gross for a whole entire week. So doctors have no idea what's going on. They have some theories, but they really have no idea where to even start.
Yeah.
And there's no like real germ theory at the time. They didn't really understand at the time how bacteria worked. They weren't like, people wash your hands. People wear masks.
Yeah.
So guesses are insane. Some thought it's arsenic poisoning. Some think that it's sewer gas leaking into the hotel from bad pipes. Some are claiming that it's deliberate poisoning, maybe someone targeting the Southern politicians or trying to mess with Buchanan's inauguration, because it was when this was happening.
Yeah.
And speaking of politics, these conspiracy theories get intense. This is right before the Civil War, and tensions between the North and South are already getting a little wild. So mostly Southern politicians were the ones getting sick, and then people are like, wait a minute, is this political? Like, could this be political?
I feel like because it happened in Washington, D.C., you'd almost, that would have to be one of your first. But maybe, I don't know. The world wasn't as insane then about politics.
Yeah. I don't know. So some suspect that it is a plot. Others think that it's a foreign agent trying to destabilize the U.S. And then, which I put is very on brand for our country. To respond to a health crisis with conspiracy theories.
Absolutely. 100%.
But Buchanan gets sick too. He was one of the guests at the hotel and he got really, really sick. Obviously he survived, but it did raise some eyebrows. Like, is someone trying to kill him?
Yeah.
And just targeted everyone to make it seem like it wasn't?
Yeah, like the Tylenol killings.
Yes. Yeah. So his entire cabinet and a bunch of the political allies were also sick. Like, if that happened today, half of Washington down with a mystery disease right after the election.
Right.
Can you imagine?
I mean, it would absolutely be a conspiracy theory. There'd be no way around it. Oh my God.
Rumors that would be going around. Just like,
there can't be a scientific reason.
No.
For anything.
No. So Congress is like, we need some answers. And they launched a formal investigation. They brought in doctors, eyewitnesses. They inspect the hotel. One of the key theories is that the hotel's sewer system had backed up into the ventilation shafts and the water supply. Oof.
Oh my God.
Ooh. So, people might have been breathing and drinking particles.
Oh. Other people's mortified
bowels.
Mortificated.
Mortificated. I like that even better.
Oh, that's horrible.
But
now I am mortified.
But nobody could prove it.
Yeah.
They didn't have anything to go off of. They didn't really like have a way to test that and be like, this is like, really?
Oh my God.
So here's some main suspects. Like I said, contaminated water, sewer gas. It makes the most sense for the time. Like we said, it's a dirty, bad sanitation area. Like, it's just a cesspool underneath the hotel.
Gross.
Like, a lot of nastiness happening. But not everyone who drank the water from the hotel gets sick. And the sickness keeps coming back after they cleaned the place.
Oh.
See?
Yeah.
So another one, like I mentioned, arsenic poisoning. Symptoms kind of match the arsenic poisoning: stomach issues, violently vomiting, delayed death. But testing then wasn't reliable, so no one was able to prove it. They weren't like, hey, let's put this in the jar so hundreds of years later they can test it and see what happens.
Right.
They're not like Kentucky when we have meat raining from the sky and we keep it in a jar. So, and then intentional poisoning: an angry political opponent or foreign person trying to kill somebody, slipping it into the food and water of the hotel to make it not so obvious. But there's no evidence. Buchanan did get sick, and mostly Southern people were affected, but I mean,
was it only this one hotel?
Yeah.
Like, was somebody trying to put the hotel out of business? Like, if it deters
it
business
never
from
recovered.
going there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then there's another, like, unknown viruses or bacteria. Like modern, or like nowadays, researchers look back and they're like, but could something like a rare strain of dysentery or something, typhoid, be there? Like, did somebody come in from somewhere for this inauguration and bring something with them?
Yeah.
And it just hit and went through everybody that was there? But yeah, like you brought up, the hotel never recovered. Its reputation was absolute garbage at this point after the outbreak, and it became known as the Death Hotel. People avoided it literally like the plague.
Especially, I mean, if I heard something like that, I'd be like, I'm just gonna go stay somewhere else. There's no reason for me to stay at this particular hotel. So then I wondered, like, is it a vendetta against the hotel, not necessarily the people?
Yeah. And you asked if other hotels had anything, but no. So this actual hotel again had another outbreak in the same hotel a year later.
Oh,
but I mean, they never found what was going on, and they demolished it in the early 1900s. But there's still that mystery. And why isn't anybody like still talking about that? Like 400 people, 36 deaths, US president gets sick, hotel epidemic in the middle of Washington with political overtones.
Mm-hmm.
No answers. I don't see it. There's no Netflix documentary that I've noticed.
That is really wild. It's also interesting how there can still be things like, I mean, anytime we have an unsolved mystery, right? It's like,
yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting thing.
Isn't it so crazy?
But I guess where the building's been torn down, like, how could you even investigate
like, how do
anything
you
at this
look
point?
into this? Yeah, there's no samples. There's no, like, you just have the historic tale of people talking about it.
Yeah.
To their friends and family. Like, guess what happened to my great-great-grandpa back in the day?
Gross.
Yeah.
Let's all start putting the mortification of my bowels, not my bowels, your bowels, all of our bowels.
Everyone's bowels.
That's going to be part of our not daily conversation, but just regular vernacular.
Maybe we need a shirt that just says mortification on it.
My bowels are mortified. Yes, 100%.
All the time. Regardless of what I eat.
They're always absolutely horrified.
Horrified.
Oh God.
It's just like a picture of a bowel going.
Yeah. A picture of a bowel going?
Like, small or large.
You all can't see her face just then, but she was making a terrified face. And
terrified,
so I'm just imagining, like, what would you make, like a cartoon bowel?
I'm going on ChatGPT. I'm going to ask it to make me a mortified bowel.
Oh God.
Cartoon.
Okay. I was going to talk real quick about the Patreon.
Yes.
I just finished addressing
thousands of envelopes, it feels like,
of thank you notes with stickers and everything. So if you've joined through the end of March, you should be getting that within the next couple of weeks.
Get a little,
just so you know. I know
fun mail,
as always, got a little behind, and now we're caught back
it's
up.
Fine, we're only human. We do the best we can. Perfection is boring.
Exactly. There is there's like 91, 92, something like that, Patreon episodes over there, like bonus episodes.
Which feels wild to me.
So if you are one of these people we hear sometimes who are like, we're all caught up, hey, feel free to hop over there and listen.
Yeah, we have a little free trial.
Yeah, there's like a 7-day free trial. And if you like it and you want to join there's like an annual option to join, and it's a little bit of a discount if you do that one. Obviously, don't feel obligated.
Yeah.
All of the tiers over there's 3 tiers because it was originally set up at 3 different price points, but now we've just made them all the same.
It all meshes
and everyone gets the same benefit. Mm-hmm. But we couldn't delete any tiers without deleting memberships. So now we just have 3 tiers, but they're all $10 a month.
You could just choose which name you like the best.
Yes. Either way, you're going to get all 3 stickers, and you get the ad-free episodes, and the ad-free episodes that come on the regular, they're the episodes that go on the regular feed. And as often as I can, we put them out early for the Patreon people. like the day before the regular feed. And then we also have the bonus episodes.
And now Megan has started doing
case updates. And there's a pretty big one coming. We're going to record it next week. So if you're on the Patreon, get ready for that.
And any like little bonus video content that we randomly make will pop on there too.
Yep.
So you all get a little deeper look into our lives here.
Yeah. Whether you want it or not.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you all so much for listening. We love you
so much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Mortified bowels.